Hi there, welcome back to the Nomadic Ledger. My name is Christine, and in today's video we are going to be unstuffing my expenses from the past week. Real quick, just a little bit about me. I am a seasonal worker, which means I work 7 to 8 months out of the year and save to travel in between. So you'll see a lot of focus on my month ahead and my travel binders while I am using a zero-based budget and cash stuffing to fund some pretty big adventures on a variable income. So like I said, in today's video, we are going to be reconciling my expenses for the last week. I do use prop bills in all of my envelopes because of my lifestyle, because I'm often very far away from banks, like an hour and a half in each direction, and also because my living situation is constantly changing. Sometimes I'm living out of a suitcase, sometimes I'm camping out of my car, and many times I'm living with roommates that I'm not very familiar with in a shared habitat situation. So because of that, it's not very comfortable or safe for me to be using real denominations. However, I have found that cash envelopes is the best method for me to be saving money, tracking my spending, and reaching those goals. So I use prop money to keep me with that same focus, and I'm getting very close to finishing up my current work contract, which will be just another couple of weeks. In fact, today is the last day of my official job here in this contract, which is as a restaurant manager at a ski resort. However, they are going to keep me on for an additional 10 days or so that I can help out some other outlets before they finish closing. Anyway, let's go ahead and just jump into my tracking, which is in my wallet here, and we can see what my expenses were for the past week. Did spend quite a bit, so we may have to get a little creative. As usual, I feel I either don't spend at all or I go a little bit overboard. Seems to be my trend, but I think this is easily recoverable. I'm trying to use this little charm I got from Chamonix, France, to weigh down the top of this so it can keep it open. It's a little backpack that I got at Mont Blanc. Okay. Anyway, let's get into it. So Nespresso is the first one that's going to be coming out of provisions. And that was $60. This is my cappuccino today. It's very foamy. I don't know how this one got so foamy. And I've only taken one sip so far. Okay, now we're 2 sips in, and honestly, it's a little bit too foamy for me. All right, provisions, we're taking $60 out. So 20, 40, 60 right there. And should have, see, I have 35 left in here. My trackers are a little bit off because I already updated my trackers based on what I will be cash stuffing later this week. So don't mind that. It's a little bit weird, but because I'm coming to the end of my contract, I'm really just, I guess, a little nervous about money, although I'm in a pretty good financial situation for it. You would think I would be doing a little bit less spending, but I actually spent an absurd amount of money on coffee this week. So the next amount that we're pulling for is Dutch Brothers, which was $6. So this is where I keep sort of my cash wallet money. So we're gonna pull $6 out here for Dutch Brothers. Okay, and then while we're on a roll with coffee, I reloaded my Starbucks card with $15, which I still have some of that left. So I think I may have gone over on my wallet spending. And what I will likely do if that is the case is I will just subtract the difference from what I plan on putting in my wallet this week to reconcile. But we'll see when we get there. Groceries and gas are actually all coming out of here too. And I have these in 2 separate areas, but it's all from the same week. It was just I was kind of tracking my spending as I was going at first, and then I fell away from it. Okay, so for groceries we need 68, so 50, 60, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 50, 60, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Okay, so that takes care of groceries. Also, some of this grocery money from Walmart was actually for the category of provisions. But I'm gonna see what I can cover just from the cash wallet first before I pull out of provisions. And provisions are like, I have a bubble bath that I like to use and some things like that that are not like food items. And I budget for those kinds of things under my provisions category. So reoccurring, like I guess hygiene or personal products, things like that is under provisions, as well as like supplement, protein powder, that kind of stuff. And some like makeup items that I buy on a recurring schedule. So I try to all loop that in under provisions. But like I said, we're gonna try to just pull from my wallet first before we touch any of the sinking funds. So gas was $40, and it's gonna go right here. Move this 50 up. Okay. And since we're in my wallet, let's skip past Adobe because that's in my bills binder. That's further. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. So Adobe is in here, and I pay for this twice a month. I don't know what's going on, and I seem to be in some sort of contract, so I can't really change it for the time being, but $20 coming out of that. I think one time I had to like e-sign a form, and I like ended up signing up for something, and now I'm like stuck paying this ridiculous amount of money every month for something that I don't even really use. But that was pretty negligent on my part, I guess, but I also feel like I was kind of duped into it, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna pull out a Spotify while we're here, which was $11. So 11. And now we're going back. Everything else is from dining out. So we have $10, $6, and $10 again. So I have $21 here. Okay, so that's cool because it covers most of everything. Actually, I didn't realize that I didn't spend out of my pink binder at all this week. We're gonna pull $5 out of provisions right here, and that'll cover the 26 that we need for the rest of dining out, and I'm not worried about anything else. Okay, so 26 here. Oops. And then the last thing we're gonna do is just add up all of these expenses and make sure that we pulled out the right amount of money here so that we'll keep what's in my bank account accurate. So 60 plus 6 plus 68 plus 40, 15, 20, 10, 6, 11, and 10. 246, I always like to run the numbers twice. Cool. Yep, that was 246. So I'm just gonna write that in here. In the past, I used like a different layout. I was doing a vertical, but I think I really like this layout. I just kind of did this on paper before I spend time trying to create it in Canva because I haven't had the time. But hopefully I will have some more time soon before it's time to pack up and move. But we'll see about that. And let's go ahead and give a count to this here. So we're looking at for 246, so we've got 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, and we should have 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. All right, that reconciles our spending for the last week. So in my next video, I will be planning for my upcoming paycheck. As I mentioned before, I am coming to the end of my work contract, so I only have a few more paychecks left, I think. And then I will be living out of my month ahead and my travel binder for the next month and a half or so until June. So that's gonna be exciting to see how I go through and manage all of these expenses that I budgeted for and how accurate I was. And it'll be a great learning opportunity for the future. But I look forward to sharing all that content with you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy, please subscribe. I'll see you in the future. And in the next video, I'll be planning for my paycheck coming up tomorrow. All right, I'll see ya. Bye-bye.